Welcome to Arizona Barrio Stories at Latino USA TV. Welcome, welcome. Today we have another exciting episode with a friend. I don't know if I should call him a new friend, but new to our familia. Today we have Alex Juarez from Arizona AARP, and he has some information for us. So thank you for tuning in, and we're going to get the show on the road. Welcome, Alex. How are you doing?
Thank you, Irma. It's a pleasure to be here in Arizona Barrio Stories and trying to fill in the shoes of a great person, David Parra. It's not easy. Big shoes to fill.
Today, we're going to talk a little bit about something that I'm sure has hit somebody somehow, if not themselves, maybe somebody they know. And theft, scams, ID, somebody takes your ID. How do we even begin to jump into this? I know that's the world we live in now. That seems to be a thing where there's somebody out there wanting to take your identity.
Yeah.
Tell me how AARP, how are you guys approaching it? What are your tips? And give me a little bit of background.
Sure, absolutely. So unfortunately, scams out there, fraud happens every single day. There's not a single person that we know personally that hasn't been affected by fraud or a scam, or that knows someone that has been affected by it. It keeps growing. Every day they come up with new ideas. It may be the same tactics, same kind of ideology, but they change little things here and there. In today's show, we're going to talk about identity theft. We're going to talk about other scams such as the romance scam, the technical scam. And there's so many there. Travel scam is another one. So we'll just briefly talk about it. So what I want to get out of this show for people to remember is we've got to be on the lookout. Fraud is out there. These people are professionals. They're very good at what they do. And every year there's billions of dollars that get scammed and there's fraud in it.
It's like people don't have enough time to do what they have to do to be thinking of how to scam somebody, how to hurt somebody mentally. And, you know, in this day and age, you have to be on guard with everything.
Yes.
And it's just a really sad thing to even think of or say. So what are we going to begin with today?
So let's talk about identity theft. You know, that's probably one of the largest issues on fraud, identity theft. What is identity theft? Well, it's when somebody takes your identity. They can take your social security number. They can take your ID, like a driver license, a passport. They can steal that information and take on your identity to get credit, to buy things, etc. So that's one of the forms out there that is very common and that we have to watch out. We need to be checking our credit constantly to make sure that it's not open, for example, bank accounts, credit cards that are open under our name that we didn't open there. So we've got to be on the lookout for those things.
And, you know, it used to be that, you know, you kept your documents safe at home in a safe place. But now that isn't even safe if you think you have it safe, because I don't know if it's because of the evolution of computers or what it is, but you know, those documents that used to be safe at home in your cajon, you know, now you have the computer and it's in the computer and somebody's able to infiltrate that system and take your identity. It's just a scary time.
It is. And one of the things that the advice that we tell people is if you're getting rid of your documents, your bank statements, etc., make sure that you shred those documents. Very important to destroy those documents completely. Don't just throw them in the garbage, because many of these fraudsters will go through garbage and collect that information to steal identities.
Wow. That's just boggles my mind.
It really does. Yeah. It's amazing.
So other than shredding, what are other things that you're advising people to do with documents and with, say, computer safety?
Computer safety is one of the most important things also that we have to watch at home. We definitely recommend having a program out there that can protect your computer from viruses. It'll scan, for things that have gotten maybe sent through an email. So it prevents those scammers from getting control or access of your computer by having that software installed into your computer. So make sure that you have antivirus protection in your computers.
And occasionally you'll get those emails, click this link. It's possible that your bank account has been something. Click on this link and we'll take care of it for you. And then that turns out to be a scam.
It is, exactly. And we've got to be very careful because they're really good at what they do. The email may look exactly like a Bank of America or a established bank. It's got their logo, it's got the information. You think it's a real email. When you click on that link, it doesn't really take you to the Bank of America or the whatever bank it might be directly. It's a scam. They're trying to steal and phish. It's called phishing. They phish for information. When you click on it, then they might be able to get access or put a virus into your computer.
Oh my. We had a slide that you had given us about leaving your wallet or your phone, not to be leaving it in your car,
right,
or a unlocked mailbox. In the old days, we just had a mailbox in front of our house.
Exactly.
And now there's like community mailboxes or people use POs.
Yeah.
So what is it that you can add to that?
Well, one of the most important things is also people that still write checks, be very careful with checks. What do we have on the checks? We've got our names, we've got our address, we've got our signatures. They have a lot of information. They've got your routing numbers, your bank accounts. You provide everything for the scammers in there. So we definitely recommend that if you can avoid writing a check, do so. And if you do write a check, make sure it's done with a specific pen where they can't erase the ink. A lot of the inks can be erased, so make sure that it's a type of ink that cannot be erased. But try to avoid that. Try to pay with your debit card, with a credit card. With your credit card, you are more protected than with a debit card itself. With credit, you can always go back and talk to the banks or the credit card company, and you can fight that charge.
Tell me about public Wi-Fis.
Wi-Fi is also a very dangerous one in public Wi-Fis. When you're at the airport and you see those charging stations or free Wi-Fi here, be very careful. If you have on your phone, on your laptop, the antivirus or something that's protecting your phone and your laptop, that's good. But you've got to be very careful with Wi-Fi because it's open. It's an open network that anybody can connect to it. So that could mean that there's a scammer that might be around that can tap into it. Once you connect into that Wi-Fi, they can see it, click on it, and they can start seeing what you're doing online as well. So if you're opening up financial statements, a bank account, things like that, they could get access to that. So be very careful with that.
Oh my. We're gonna be a very paranoid audience here.
Unfortunately, yes.
Tell me about passwords.
Yeah, passwords is another very important thing. One of the things that we recommend is, nowadays, everything requires a password, Irma. Every single thing that we do, and we've got to remember so many of them. A lot of people have the tendency of writing them down and keeping them in a notebook or something. Don't do that. That's very dangerous. There's password managers out there. There's companies that have password managers, and they provide them sometimes for free. So that you can use that to store every single password for all your accounts. Make sure you use that. Don't use the same password for every single, especially for bank accounts or for your email, etc. Change it up. Make sure.
So Alex Baby can't be used anymore?
Not at all. Also avoid things that people can see on your profile that you might, like a special city or something, in your profile. Be very careful with those. The names of children, pets, things like that, don't use those. If you can, write a phrase like, I love to travel to so-and-so, a longer phrase. Make it a little bit harder. Put numbers, put symbols. Make it difficult for them to get into it.
Oh, my. When we think about scams, you had mentioned something that I thought was kind of funny. Romance scams?
Romance scams, big one. And that one, unfortunately, affects a lot of our senior population, Irma, where many of them are unfortunately lonely. And they might be on Facebook, and all of a sudden, a gentleman, comes up and wants to be friends with them. They start talking. They sweeten up the conversations. They establish that relationship. They take their time with those romance scams. And unfortunately, thousands of dollars are lost every single day for romance scams, where this person tells them that they're in love with this person, but you've got to look for the red flags. If this person does not want to meet you in person, that could be a red flag. If this person tells you, I'm traveling abroad and I need help, or I'm stuck somewhere, can you please send me some money, please? And if they use gift cards, if they're asking, please send me money via a gift card, avoid that. That's a total red flag.
Oh my, oh my, oh my. I've seen movies where people do that, and I'm shaking my head. No, no, don't do it.
Exactly. Absolutely.
When we think about identity theft and online, you had mentioned romance scams. Sometimes I think even big companies like the IRS or Social Security, what are the safeguards there? Because I'm even afraid to check my Social Security statement.
Exactly.
I'm afraid sometimes. And tell us what to know about this.
Just recently, my son got a letter from the IRS saying that, from Social Security, that he had opened up an account on on socialsecurity.gov. And I had to contact him because he got it at home. If it's sent via mail, you should always verify with the company or the organization that's sending you. Do not do a search like a Google search, Social Security, because that could also create some problems there. There might be a link that's in Google that was bought by the scammers, so it can go up higher in the search engine. So you got to be careful with that. Make sure that you are in the correct and the original site of the organization or company that you're looking for, and contact them and see if it's really them that contact you. They were saying that they had opened up an account, and in reality, he had opened up an account on socialsecurity.gov, which was fair. But I always want to make sure that my kids and my family is protected, so I always tell them, always doubt. Never just to click on a link or just decide, yeah, this is true. Typically, the IRS, Social Security are not going to be emailing you. They don't email. They send letters directly. They're not going to call you either asking for money, etc. So those are red flags that people should be looking for.
Oh, my. As we close up, what would be something that you would advise people to? What is the most common thing that somebody does that you would advise them not to do?
Well, I think we have, as human beings, if something is too good to be true, it's probably right. Yeah, you've got to start, doubting that. So make sure, to look for those red flags, question it, take your time to investigate things, to do your homework. Don't just jump on it. If you get a phone call and this person is pressuring you and doing something, don't do it. Don't do it right there and then. Talk to other people, talk to your family, talk to friends. Investigate what's happening there. So use caution when you're navigating online, when you receive phone calls or text messages. And as a matter of fact, what I tell my family and everyone, Irma, is if I don't recognize the telephone number or text message that's coming from, I do not reply. Absolutely not. If it's important, they're going to leave me a voicemail. I'll return the phone call if it's important then.
I think the funny one is here in Arizona. You failed to pay your
toll booths. Yes, big. No toll booths in Arizona.
Alex, as we close up, I want to thank you. Is there a phone number or a website if, say, somebody wants to reach out to you?
Absolutely. So make sure that you call us to the AARP Fraud Watch Network. The number is on your screen. And they can also go online at aarp.org/fraud watch. Those are the two best numbers. If you have any questions or need help with that, it's free service.
Thank you, Alex. And I know you're going to be back, but thank you for joining us today. And thank you for those tidbits of information.
Pleasure, Irma. Thank you.
Well, you do not want to get caught up in a romance scam or any other type of scam. We're here to look out for you. Reach out to us if you're having issues and maybe you're not sure about a website. Reach out to us. We are Arizona Barrio Stories, Latino USA TV. This has been brought to you by AARP Arizona, Alex Juarez. We will see you soon.